afternoon. This is HorseRacingNation.com handicapper Jared Horak. This is my latest Kentucky Derby Contenders video. This week's video, we're going to recap of the Gotham Stakes from last week. We're going to talk about some of the workouts that contenders have had recently, and then we're going to preview the Tampa Bay Derby and the San Felipe, and they'll both be run on Saturday, March 9th. Now, last weekend's Gotham Stakes, that was won by Vyjack. He remained undefeated. The good thing about him was in his first few starts, he showed good early pressing speed. He was up on the pace in all of those races. In the Gotham Stakes, he came from well back, rallied nicely to win under Joel Rosario. Now that's a good new dimension. That may help his chances as he faces better company and also as he runs in longer races. So that running style versatility could be important, especially in a race like the Kentucky Derby. If the pace is quick, he's proven he can come from off the pace. If the pace is a little bit slower, he can be up closer. The only thing with him is I still don't know how fast he really is. He got a 93 Beyer speed figure. I think he is probably more like a grade 3 type, but you can never discount horses that are undefeated, and they have that good versatility as well. So he's one that we should definitely keep an eye on. He'll probably go next in the Wood Memorial. Overanalyze was the disappointment in the Gotham Stakes. He was making his first start as a 3-year-old for trainer Todd Pletcher. He drew the outside post. He raced a little bit wide, and he just didn't have the punch in the stretch. Really, the post position was no excuse. He just really didn't fire. He won the Grade 2 Remsen last year. That got a 99 Beyer speed figure, but now he's the second horse to come back and disappoint coming out of that Remsen. Normandy Invasion, he disappointed in the Risen Star Stakes at the Fairgrounds earlier in February. So now maybe that race really wasn't that strong. Overanalyze does deserve another chance, second off the layoff, but he certainly did not look like a Kentucky Derby contender in the Gotham Stakes. Now, some of the recent workouts for some of my top contenders. Revolutionary is actually my top-ranked contender. He breezed 4 furlongs in 49.85 at Palm Meadows on March 3rd. He's going to go probably in the Louisiana Derby next. That's probably a good spot for him. He overcame trouble in his last start, and he was able to win nicely. Some of the trouble was his own doing. He got himself in traffic, but he weaved his way through. He got the job done. I think Fairgrounds should be a good track for him. It's a little more fair than a track like Gulfstream, where he would probably have a lot of trouble because he likes to break a little bit slow. And over a track like Gulfstream, if you break slow, you're in big trouble. But I think Fairgrounds, it plays a little more fair, has that longer stretch, and I think this is a good spot for him. Super 99 for trainer Bob Baffert. He had a 4-furlong bullet workout on March 4th, and he's probably going to run in the Rebel Stakes next at Oaklawn Park, and he won the Southwest Stakes easily at that venue. Balance the books for trainer Chad Brown. He had a 4-furlong bullet workout on March 3rd. The key to him was he had a fever. He missed the Palm Beach Stakes on the turf. That was supposed to be his first start. So he needed a good work, and he got it. He got that 4-furlong bullet. We don't really know if he can handle dirt yet. Very good on turf. He's actually going to try synthetic probably next. They're going to go in the Spiral Stakes at Turfway on March 23rd. If he runs there, they may give the Kentucky Derby a shot. Maybe if he doesn't, they end up going back to turf. But he earns a nice late kick, and he's one we should definitely keep an eye on. Uncaptured for trainer Mark Tassi. He's been working bullets at Ocala Training Center. His most recent one, a 5-furlong bullet on March 6th. He may also go in that Spiral Stakes. He's been having some foot issues, so they want to keep him on synthetic and off of conventional dirt right now to make sure he's A-okay, and his foot seems to be progressing nicely, and I think the Spiral is probably a good spot for him. The upcoming San Felipe Stakes drew an 8-horse field. We're going to have Carving for trainer Bob Baffert, and then Baffert also has Flashback, who will be breaking right next to him. Goldencents will be in there for trainer Doug O'Neill. Cochise, probably a long shot in there. Here the Ghost is also entered. Tis a Minister. We have Salutos Amigos, and then Omega Star for trainer John Sheriffs, breaking from the outside post. Now the key in this race of Flashback and Carving drew next to each other. They both like to show speed. Goldencents, Flashback and Goldencents drew right next to each other. They're your two favorites, and they like to show speed. Goldencents breaking on the outside of Flashback maybe give him a little bit of a tactical advantage there. The interesting horse could be Omega Star for trainer John Sheriffs. He's going to come from a bit off the pace. If the pace is quick, he could surprise these. The Tampa Bay Derby will also be run on March 9th. Tampa Bay Downs at a mile and a 16th. Verrazano for trainer Todd Pletcher, currently my second-ranked Derby contender. He's definitely the one to beat. He's been outstanding in his first few races at Gulfstream. He's going to face graded company and 2 turns for the first time. And sometimes Tampa can be a tricky surface. but we'll see if he's the real deal or not in this race. He's going to meet the 1-2 finishers in the Sam Davis Stakes. That'll be Falling Sky and Dynamic Sky. If you go over to horseracing.nation.wordpress.com, you can see my latest Kentucky Derby Contenders blog, and this video will be posted there as well. And for all the latest Kentucky Derby information, workout reports, videos, breeding information, go to horseracing.nation.com, click on the Kentucky Derby Contenders page. That'll wrap up this week's video. This is horseracing.nation.com handicapper Jared Horak. Good luck at the races.